Aggressive behavior is a response and temperament that generally results in defiance of rules or the law. This behavior is unpredictable and violent. Aggression results in intentional harm to others. According to Gabby and Gerald, 2016, aggressive behavior can cause emotional or physical injury to persons through physical and/or verbal abuse. It also includes damaging personal property. Aggressive behavior disregards social standards and precedes relationships failure. It may be obvious or secretive. Additionally, infrequent aggressive outbursts are normal under the right circumstances. However, one should seek professional help if your child is constantly aggressive. Children who engage in aggressive behavior may feel irritable and restless. They act impulsively and find it hard to control their behavior. They may not be able to differentiate between socially acceptable and unacceptable behavior. In addition, they may purposely act aggressively to get what they want, to provoke someone, or to get revenge. They may also even direct this behavior towards themselves. It is important to understand the reason for aggressive behavior in order to address it.
We need to understand that the behaviors of a child will change throughout their various developmental stages. According to the Sigmund Freud's theory, aggressive behaviors is noted as an instinctive drive. With the focus on the behavior of aggression in young children, Freud considered the drive of aggressive behavior as a part of his psyche that motivates that same said behavior. With that being said, adults must allocate ways to increase instances of desired behaviors in young children. So, what causes aggression in young children? Frustration causes aggression in young children when the child becomes aggravated and he feels as though he has the inability to deal with certain situations. Secondly, we have trauma. Early life trauma done to a child can cause children to become aggressive. We also have injury. Certain serious injuries such as epilepsy and seizures can instigate aggressive behaviors. We also have illness. When a child becomes ill or sick, aggressive behaviors can be triggered by factors of which he has no control over. Also, we have lack of attachment, whereby weak connections between parent and child can cause aggression. Lastly, we have a child's developmental level, where a child may portray aggressive behaviors when adults expect too much or too little from the child regarding their development.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to share some thoughts and strategies on how to manage behavior. We can all agree that all children at some stage in their life experience or display some type of undesirable behavior. In this presentation, focus will be placed on dealing with aggressive behaviors and how to manage or eliminate such behaviors. Parents contribute to a major part in the successful development of a child's social and emotional skills. And therefore, when a child exhibits aggressive behaviors towards how it is dealt with, that will be critical to the development of the child and their future outcome. The three main strategies highlighted to enable parents to manage disruptive behaviors are: 1. To identify triggers that causes the undesirable behavior. 2. Parents should document these behaviors. And 3. Devise ways to reduce such behaviors and promote appropriate ones. With respect to the first strategy, to identify triggers, the ABCs related to children's behavior is going to be looked at with the aim of implementing strategies to deal with such issues that children go through. We ask, what is the ABC model? The ABC model, according to online research through basic behavior components, classified behavior into three categories: the antecedents, behaviors, and consequences. The antecedent or trigger, the behavior, that is what the child displays, whether it is kicking, hitting, or biting. And consequence, This is the reaction of adults to the child's behavior. These are events that trigger a behavior, such as a child that is hungry, tired, or unwell. He or she may behave inappropriately. Behavior is said to be observable and measurable. So if a child is hitting or kicking, a parent or caregiver can observe the child's behavior and distinguish how many times a child displays it when. Then there are consequences. The consequences can either be positive or negative reinforcement, or given by a simple warning or ignoring the undesirable behaviors. When the ABC model is observed, parents can better seek to address the child's behavior. Strategies 2 and 3 highlighted. This is documentation of the behaviors of children, whilst the reduction or trying to reduce or eliminate those behaviors, they generally overlap each other, whereby with our observation and recording of challenging behaviors, ways to reduce the behavior can be derived from, since the parent or caregiver will be aware of the triggers and what would also observe. They can also look at the who, the what, the whys, and when the behavior occurs, and appropriately devise and implement strategies to eliminate those behaviors. For example, then separate them, since separation will place a physical barrier of protection of both children. Also, the parents can observe the child to see who begins the conflict. In the case where there's too many children around in the same area and overcrowding is evident, he or she, that is the child, may become agitated. Therefore, having smaller groups of children participate in activities together is recommended. As well as if the child is frustrated, cause them to hit. Parents can assist them by helping the child to task so that they feel a sense of achievement and success, so that too may be deterred from any type of aggressive behavior. The example highlighted on it would show that giving the child an easier puzzle activity would promote this relief of frustration. Another classic reason for children hitting or in some instances throwing tantrums is that of tiredness. Again, parents should observe their children's temperament, and if tiredness is suspected, then the child should be given a period of rest. All of the strategies mentioned are not limited to other ways of eliminating challenging behaviors in children. However, the ones discussed is hoped to help not only parents but caregivers and educators alike to deal with strategies to deal effectively dealing with children's behaviors that may be challenging, and to promote the successful development of them socially, emotionally, and cognitively. Thank you.
Let us meet Aggressive Alex. Illustrated and written by Terri-ann, Mishana Budu, Lydia Basant, and Kim Garcia. Hello, my name is Alex. I like to play with my friends. Sometimes, when I play with my friends, I want them to play my way. When my friends don't play my way, I get really upset. When I get really upset, I want to hit and bite my friends. They don't like when I hurt them. It makes them really sad. My teacher helps me deal with my anger by coloring. Instead of hurting my friends, I color in my favorite book. I really like my friends, and I will not bite and hit them again. When you are aggressive, you get mad. Your behavior is really bad. You want to scream and bite and hit, but you need to quietly sit. Now that you are calm, don't you feel glad that you didn't hurt your friends and make them sad? If you work on your aggression every day, you will feel better. Hip hip hooray! This colorful illustrated book entails of a clear understanding of aggressive behaviors for young children. The story features a clear and easy to read text that allows the young child to follow along.